Okay, so we are going to do part 2 to the dirty pour, where you turn it into a geode. It looks really cool if you look at some of the different colors up close. So we don't want to necessarily remove things from certain areas that look really cool. Here is an example of a peekaboo dirty pour thing that I did. In order to do the peekaboo part, you would have to put the decals on before you do the actual pour over it, and then you peel the decals off either before or after you are going through with the acetone and taken away. I prefer dirty pours over regular spray paint for geodes, just because I feel like you get more depth out of it. And then you could add a water slide if you wanted to, or do whatever you want. So this one is actually going to be getting a water slide, so I'm going to do that step then too, but we'll have to epoxy that before we can get to the water slide. Okay, so when you're doing this, you're going to want to either take a rag or some paper towels. I found that paper towels aren't the best, because if you have really cheap paper towels, they'll leave some lint and like residue behind when you're trying to take it away. So what I'll do is I'll go in first to remove like bigger areas with like a rag, and then I'll go in and work in with the paper towels maybe to clean it up a little bit. You're going to want to go over it with rubbing alcohol then too to clean it up a little. But pretty much you just pick a spot and you start going. I kind of like to start in the middle of these and then like work my way around and like kind of alternate, like taking some away at the top, some at the middle, some, and just like that way it keeps your eye moving when you're going around the piece. Now I understand this is just a coffee cup, but the art teacher in me constantly has to be making things look like symmetrical or have a pattern or something. So then what I'll typically do on the bottom is I'll like take a wider area and just kind of take it away just there. And then I'll start small and then take away more, just because once it's gone, and you don't want to take away too much and have it look funky, but at the same time you don't want it to be totally acrylic still, since you took the time to put the glitter on it. I'm going to clean up some more of this and I'll show you where we're at. I'm kind of getting to the point where I have my bigger areas and I'm just kind of looking to see where some more stuff needs to be done. So I look up at this top rim and the last glitter starts right here, and then it's all purple until the whole way over to like here. So then what I'll do is I'll go around this area and do like a really wide short area, maybe kind of almost like a triangle. So right now, this is what it's looking like. But as you're doing this, you also want to consider if you are adding a decal to it. So like right now, this area would probably be my decal area, or possibly this one. It all depends on how well it fits in both of those areas. I might take away a little bit more, like right here, or over in this area if I end up decaling right here. So I'll show you how to do the water slide after I epoxy this and it's dry. But pretty much you just take straight up acetone and a rag and wipe it off. until you like it, and then you coat it. The one thing that you do need to do is you need to go back through and clear it up. Let me show you how we do that. Okay, so to clean this up, you use 91% alcohol. You can get it at your drugstore or Walmart or wherever. Sometimes if I'm in a bind, I'll use these little alcohol swabs, but I take this and put it in one of these dollar store containers. I think it's used for like nail polish remover or something like that. But so then I'll take this, and you just pump it a couple times and it'll put the rubbing alcohol on there, and you want to just go through and it'll really make it shine. You don't want to like be wiping all your acrylic off or anything though, because it does wipe off some, but you just want to go through and clean it up so it doesn't look cloudy like it was looking. You want to really have that glitter show and look gorgeous. And you might need some more. Okay, so now it's pretty sparkly again, and it would technically be ready to coat at this point.